sitting right next to you, or you've seen them, known them around campus for quite a while, it's hard to step back and see their greatness. You know them, you like them, you respect them. We all know, and at least have heard of, and seen around our campus, Dr. Michael Hogan. He's been here longer than any of us. He teaches AP World History right now. He was the head of the English department for many years. We use his book, The Intelligent Mistakes, in our English classes. He started the AP programs at our school and supervised the AP programs across Latin America. He's written 22 books, one of which was made into a film. He's earned several awards, including special recognition by the USA State Department. He's a recipient of a National Endowment Fellowship. He has published fiction, essays, and of course, poetry. He's been published in the Paris Review, the Harvard Review, and his works have been translated into 8 languages. Dr. Hogan has been recognized recently in the last year by the Academy of American Poets as a recommended writer for Poetry Out Loud. He's a masterful bilingual poet and a superior teacher who has inspired both you students and us teachers. These are great accomplishments. Most of us would be proud to have accomplished just one of them. Yet, it's not only the kind that's not really the kind of genius I'm talking about. I'm talking about a greatness that comes from within Dr. Hogan. A great big heart that's so full of love and kindness and generosity that he's willing to give so much of himself to us for so many years. And here he is again today, giving of himself to us in a performance of his own work. Please help me welcome Dr. Michael Hogan.
Good morning, everyone. I've asked Elizabeth Wu if she wouldn't mind accompanying me this morning on the piano. I'm going to recite 2 very short poems of mine. One is a poem of despair and death, and the other is a poem of hope, creativity, and life. The first one is entitled One Summer in Charleston. It's about 2 boys that encounter a dead body underneath a bridge. And it goes like this. One summer in Charleston. Not far from the Cooper River Bridge, this cornfield ends in marshland. A solitary crow goes there and returns. This morning, children from our farm, heavy with rubber boots and light with wonder, venture into the marsh. There's a woman near the old cypress. They find her fish underbelly white and bloated. And what they do is what boys do with dead things, a skunk, a gutted dog by the highway. They poke her with sticks and the sharp points of their curiosity. She does not bleed. A cloud of blue flies vibrates above her. Her jump from the bridge has come to this, not resting quietly in that graveyard of clam shells and beer cans beneath the bridge, but floating face down in the marsh. The police know the whole story of how the darkness of her husband's death was like the tide which brought her to this place. So they ask the children only what they need to know of time and place. But the children have more of her story to tell. How the fish nibbled away at her big toe, how her auburn hair floated red and green among the duckweed. She floats now in some of their dreams, face down and heavy with darkness. Thank you. The second poem is a little more upbeat. It's about creativity and life, and also with apologies to Dr. Rhett Butler, who teaches physics. It's also part of the movement of planets and how they move. It's called How a Planet Stays in Orbit. All morning, the cottonwood has been speaking. It began when the house was barely awake. Not semaphore, but a voice, clearly distinguishable, which sang from all the nerve endings, which tumbled down the taproots, which made the earth tremble deep inside itself. On a clear day, you can see 40 miles to the Santa Ritas, and the tourists are amazed. But where they come from, Venus, millions of miles away, clear as a barrel cactus, is pointing south. Here's the cottonwood, banal as a chorus and early colonial lit, until one day, when you could have been any place else but were not, some poem sings from everywhere inside you, and then the earth trembles. It spins out towards Venus like a northern star. And this is what the cottonwood is saying. A difficult line if we're not quiet enough, if we're not amazed enough. It sings, "This earth is sweet as cherry brandy. It rubs the warm earth's belly, and the planet spins in ecstasy. It rushes out into space again and again, and then returns, hungry for our quiet songs."